Hey guys, how's it going? Here's another album review for you. This is a black metal band from Poland. This is Cultist Des Ghoules with Haxan. Um, these guys are they've been around for a little while. They have about I think four full lengths now, a few EPs and a few demos and a few splits. Um, This is their first full length. It has to do. I think in like the subtext is yeah. It's the full album title is Haxan or Medieval Witchcraft and Infanticide, and that's exactly the atmosphere on here. This album is fucking creepy as shit. um, my favorite part about this easily are the vocals. It reminds. Think of Deicide's Legion or like Slowly We Rot by Obituary in the sense like the vocals are way more upfront than everything else. You can hear the guitars and the drums and everything, but they're kind of like a little buried in the mix and they're pretty raw, which is fine. Like I said, my favorite part are the vocals and just the overall atmosphere. But yeah, the mix is a little weird. But yeah, so these guys, their style of black metal, I guess I'm not that familiar with it. I've heard people say it's sort of like Negative Approach, or not Negative Approach. What's that fucking band? Negative Plane, I think, or like one of those like mortuary drape bands, which I'm not huge into. And there are some parts in here that, if it weren't for the vocals and just the creepy atmosphere, probably would be boring. Like some of the riffs are a little like eh. Like for example, on Stregoica Dance, the third song, gets a little boring, like in the middle and kind of towards the end. But it always tends to pick up. This album as a whole is fucking great, and like I said, it's creepy as shit. The vocals are creepy as shit, and an obvious homage to Attila. Like his vocal range and just the sounds he makes are just absolutely ridiculous. The entire album is just revolved around just dark fucking um, sacrifice, black magic, but like with that medieval atmosphere. So it's just extra dirty and filthy and like, you know, just pure ignorance and like the sense that maybe ignorance isn't the right word, but it's just like completely like, okay, we're gonna sacrifice to Satan, and like there's all these witches around and like underneath the city, and it reminds me kind of like the atmosphere from Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie, like that kind of thing, or even like that dopey show that was on for a little while, Salem, kind of like that. That just really raw black magic atmosphere that um, I'm sure in some circles still exists today, as bizarre as that might sound. But hey, anyway, so yeah, this album's fucking great. The first song is awesome opener. The middle of it is especially disturbing because there's like these war drums and like the sound of this like infant toddler crying, and then like this shrieky like Attila like vocals over it, and it's not for the faint of heart, but they did a brilliant job at capturing the atmosphere. One of my favorite songs on here is the fourth song, Skullomance. It's like all blast beats and fantastic vocals, really haunting atmosphere. The riffs on that song are awesome. I also really like the last song, The Impure Wedding. It's the longest on this album. There's some creepy ass fucking samples towards the end, good headbanging riffs in the middle. Um, so yeah, I really love this album because I haven't heard anything like this in a long time. And a lot of people compare this to like D Mysterious, and I get it because obviously like the Attila vocals and shit. But the atmosphere they create on here, regarding everything I was just describing before, and I've never really heard anything else like it that comes close in terms of how creepy it is and everything. So I love this album. I've listened to what the fuck is it called? The one after this, what is it? Covenant or some shit like that. I don't know. It's like a blue cover, or maybe it was a green cover. I don't know. There was like vines and shit on it. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I wasn't that impressed, so I've only really listened to this album by these guys, but it's really great. And if you haven't heard it, I would definitely recommend you check it out. Lots of cool shit on here. Um, yeah, great album. So this is Cultist Des Ghoules Haxan. I'd probably give this a solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoy this a lot. So check it out, and I'll see you guys later.